Good morning! You join us in Kawaguchiko, which is a town at the bottom of Mount Fuji in Japan. We arrived here yesterday and saw amazing views of Fuji on the way back to our homestay. Right. We're staying in a traditional Japanese ryokan. Maybe I'll insert a photo here of what it looked like when we arrived last night. And you get given like traditional robes, and it was really comfy actually, wasn't it?
Yeah. You walk in and it looks like you're sleeping on the floor, but it's actually super comfy.
Yeah. So it's the morning now and we are on our way to get the bus. We're going to Oshino Hakkai, which is where you can see the clear ponds. Apparently it's the clearest water in the whole world. So we are on the bus now. Rob just found these buses through Google Maps. We found Google Maps to be quite useful in like telling us where to go in Japan. And we're on a non-sightseeing bus. So like in Five Lakes, you have like this route that takes you around the Five Lakes, and you can buy like sightseeing passes for those buses. But we've decided we're going to do our own route basically, and that means that some of the buses we're going to take today are not part of the sightseeing route. So we haven't bought one of the bus tickets that's like specific to that. But it's really good actually, because on these buses you can use Pasmo or Suica, which is the kind of version of an Oyster card that you can use in Japan on like the buses and the trains and the metros and stuff. So we still had money left on our cards from when we were in Tokyo, and we just used those. Okay, we just finished our breakfast and you can see Mount Fuji in the back. It's like so clear today, and it was so clear last night that we've been able to see it the whole time we've been here, which is really lucky. Apparently for this time of year, usually you have to come in winter to be able to see it, so lucky. But I also wanted to show you this. Like, they have vending machines everywhere in Japan. But one thing that is so interesting to me and that I've loved is that like underneath they have these like blue they have these blue stickers, and if they have red stickers then they are hot. Like, it's a hot vending machine, so you can get like coffees and stuff and they're warm, like they're kept warm. How crazy is that? Just Japan things. Rob's just trying to get that shot. It looks cool. What does it taste like?
Like mountains.
Is it good?
It's good, yeah. It's good.
So I don't know if I actually explained what this place is. It's a complex with 8 different ponds in it, and the water that fills the ponds supposedly comes from the snow melting off Fuji, so it's like the clearest, most crystal water in the world. And so there's a pond right in the centre where it's 8 meters deep, and you can see right to the bottom of 8 meters, and apparently you can't really ever do that anywhere else. So it's really, really beautiful. It's so much busier here than I thought it was going to be. We set off like on the earliest bus you can get, but it's still super busy, so it's just worth noting. But it has the most incredible view of Mount Fuji here, and the ponds are amazing. Like, they are so clear. I feel like the camera doesn't even really pick it up, because obviously nothing picks it up like your own eyes, but just a reason for you to come here, I guess. We are just walking up the many steps to Chureito Pagoda, which is like the famous pagoda that you can see alongside Mount Fuji. There are a lot of steps, or like a little hike you can take to go up, but it's already pretty beautiful around here, so yeah. We stopped at 7-Eleven as well to get a dessert, didn't we?
I love it. I've just been going to the family marts in Lawson, but 7-Eleven's got good stuff.
Yeah, it does. It does. So, yeah, see you at the top. We're on the way back down. It is definitely a tourist trap. Kind of looks very like plasticky, doesn't it? Like, it doesn't look like a real temple. I guess maybe it was a temple and now they've like reconstructed it. It makes for a nice photo, obviously, but it's one of those Instagram versus reality where you get to the top and there's like the classic photo spot and there are like hundreds of people there and they're all waiting and there's like photographers and everyone's got tripods and selfie sticks. And another side note, if you do decide to come and climb up to this pagoda, is that there is like a pathway along the side that's like a windy pathway like this, or there's the steps. And the steps are pretty savage because they're just straight up. And this path is so much more relaxing. There's way less people and you're just kind of a bit more in the forest than you are on those steps. There was like hundreds of people on the steps. So if you are going to do it, I would recommend taking the windy route rather than the stairs. So we are just sat outside another Lawson. And got another, like a ramen. I got a tonkatsu ramen. Rob got a UFO ramen, which is like the same as a cup noodle. And we were gonna try and find a restaurant, but we basically got to the lake and we didn't realise how touristy it was gonna be. It's like full of tourist restaurants, which means that tourist equals expensive. So we just decided, rather than pay like 2,000 yen for a ramen, we'll just go to Lawson and get one for 400. So that's what we're doing. We're just eating outside the Lawson and then we'll continue on our journey. It is a little bit later now and we are heading back to our ryokan to relax for a bit. It's like late afternoon now and we have been up and out since early this morning and done a lot of steps, so we're very tired, so we're going to take a little rest for a bit and then probably go out tonight for like either a ramen or sushi or something like that. So yeah.